Russia edged closer to default on Sunday, amid little sign that investors holding its international bonds had received payment, heralding what would be the nation's first default in decades. Russia has struggled to keep up payments on $40 billion of outstanding bonds since its invasion of Ukraine on the 24th of February, which provoked sweeping sanctions that have effectively cut the country out of the global financial system and rendered its assets untouchable to many investors. The Kremlin has repeatedly said that there are no grounds for Russia to default, but it is unable to send money to bondholders because of sanctions, accusing the West of trying to drive it into an artificial default. The country's efforts to avoid what would be its first major default on international bonds since the Bolshevik Revolution more than a century ago hit an insurmountable roadblock when the US Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control effectively blocked Moscow from making payments in late May. While a formal default would be largely symbolic, given Russia cannot borrow internationally at the moment and doesn't need to thanks to rich oil and gas revenue, the stigma would probably raise its borrowing costs in future.